2:47 a.m., Antwerp, Belgium. A silent alarm flickers inside the world's most secure diamond vault. Security guards sprint toward the basement of the Diamond Center. But when they arrive, nothing's wrong. Every lock sealed, cameras rolling. Yet by sunrise, $100 million in diamonds, gold, and jewels have vanished. No forced entry, no fingerprints, no footage. It was called the perfect crime, Case File 001. Codename, the School of Thieves. Location, Antwerp, Diamond Center, Belgium. Year, 2003. Status, solved. But half the loot was never recovered. For centuries, Antwerp has been the heartbeat of the global diamond trade. 80% of the world's rough diamonds pass through these streets. Behind innocent-looking storefronts lie multi-million-dollar vaults, 24-hour guards, and a labyrinth of underground corridors. By 2003, the Antwerp Diamond Center was considered impenetrable. 10 security layers, motion detectors, magnetic locks, infrared heat sensors, seismic vibration monitors, and a 2-ton steel door that could resist blowtorches and explosives. Insurance brochures called it the Fort Knox of diamonds. But one man saw something different, a challenge. Leonardo Notarbartolo, an Italian thief in his late 40s, elegant, polished, obsessed with precision. He'd been stealing since he was a teenager in Turin. But his talent was planning, not violence. In the underworld, he was known for one thing. He never left a trace. In the late 1990s, he was approached by a client in Antwerp, a diamond merchant who claimed the vault wasn't as secure as advertised. The idea was simple. Prove it. Notarbartolo assembled a crew of specialists, each a master in their field. The genius, planner, the monster, enforcer, the mechanic, lock expert, the magician, electronics specialist, the king of keys, duplicator. They called themselves the School of Thieves. Their mission, to break into the world's most secure vault without triggering a single alarm. Step 1 was legitimacy. Notarbartolo rented an office inside the Diamond Center itself under his real name. For 2 years he posed as a diamond broker, dressed in tailored suits, mingled with traders, and even opened a bank account there. His office was on the same floor as the vault stairwell. Every day he watched guards, delivery schedules, and camera rotations. He filmed inside his jacket using a tiny camera pen, a spy tool worth a fortune in the early 2000s. Frame by frame, he built a blueprint of the entire system. By 2002, the crew knew every wire, every lock, every weak spot. The plan relied on 2 principles: patience and precision. First, they built a replica vault in Italy to practice. Second, they acquired inside information from a corrupt security guard, a man who quietly sold them alarm codes and shift schedules. Every member had one task. The mechanic found a way to disable the magnetic lock by placing a thin steel plate over the sensor, tricking it into thinking it was locked. The magician crafted custom electronic devices to jam infrared signals and loop camera feeds. The King of Keys duplicated the vault key using a hidden camera and a mold made of chewing gum and wax. And Leonardo, the genius, timed every movement to the minute. The entire operation would take less than 2 hours. One mistake, and they'd be caught forever. January 2003. The crew met in a warehouse outside Turin. They rehearsed every step: entry, timing, bagging, exit. Leonardo drilled his team like a film director. He'd say, "We are not thieves. We are engineers of risk." Each member knew the sequence by heart. 1. Enter building through garage at midnight. 2. Climb to second floor office. 3. Disable cameras with custom device. 4. Descend into basement via maintenance shaft. 5. Defeat each layer of security in under 10 minutes. 6. Loot as many boxes as possible before 4 a.m. 7. Escape by 5 a.m. Cross the border to Italy before dawn. February 15, 2003, Valentine's weekend. The building was quiet. Rain drizzled over the cobblestone streets. 12:05 a.m. The crew enters the garage using forged security badges. 12:10. They cut the light sensors with aluminum foil and double-sided tape. 12:30. They descend the service shaft into the vault corridor. 12:40. The mechanic removes the magnetic lock plate. The door beeps green. 12:43. The King of Keys slides in his perfect duplicate. The vault door opens with a soft whisper. Inside, 189 deposit boxes line the room. They open 123 of them using steel rods and custom drills. They bag diamonds, gold, bonds, cash, even rare jewels from royal families. The whole job took 2 hours, 47 minutes. When they left, every system was back in place. No alarm, no trace. The next morning, security found the vault open. They were speechless. No forced entry, no clues. Interpol called it the heist of the century. But 2 days later, the story took a turn. A farmer in Brussels noticed a pile of trash on the edge of his property. Plastic bags stuffed with half-burned receipts, diamond wrappers, and a sandwich with bite marks. He reported it. Forensics matched the DNA to Leonardo Notarbartolo. Within weeks, Belgian police raided his home in Italy. They found $100,000 in diamonds and detailed blueprints. Leonardo and 3 accomplices were arrested. But here's the mystery. Out of the $100 million stolen, less than $30 million was ever recovered. The rest simply disappeared. In 2005, Notarbartolo was sentenced to 10 years in prison. He insisted he was framed by a diamond merchant who needed to cover insurance fraud. Investigators dismissed that claim, but his story left questions that still haunt Antwerp today. Who was the insider who leaked security codes? Where did the missing diamonds go? And how did they disable the heat sensor without triggering the system? Some say there was a 6th member, a ghost in the system who was never caught. Leonardo wasn't after money. He was after perfection. He once told a journalist, "It was a beautiful thing, flawless until that sandwich." For him, it was art, a game against systems, guards, and technology. The Antwerp diamond heist remains a lesson in patience, psychology, and ego, because in the end, the only thing stronger than a mastermind's plan is his need to be remembered. Every crime has a plan. Every plan has a mastermind. But even the perfect crime leaves a footprint, a crumb of ego in the trail of genius. Case File 001, The Antwerp Diamond Heist. File closed. This was Heist Archives, where every crime tells a story. Subscribe to unlock the next case.